Welcome everyone. My name is Georgie Trowbridge and I'm a project officer here at Livestock SA. Thank you for taking the time to listen to Livestock SA's Members Musters results on challenges currently facing you and your business. Members Musters were first developed in 2022 with the aim of strengthening member engagement with the organisation and utilising producer feedback to refine and strengthen Livestock SA's policies, projects and advocacy strategies. Overview of today's presentation, we will go into depth about the results of the recent Members Muster, including the questions we have asked our members, the responses received from around South Australia, how responders rated the impact of these challenges and their preparedness to address these issues, the challenges producers are experiencing and strategies and actions that have been implemented to overcome these challenges, additional resources producers feel are required to support business operations, what Livestock SA is doing to support our members. In May 2024, Livestock SA sought responses from livestock producers across the state on current industry challenges. We posed the following questions to better understand the challenges that members are facing. These included, in what region is your business primarily based? What are the top 3 challenges facing your business? The level of impact these challenges have had, and how prepared you were to face these. What activities or measures you have taken to overcome these challenges? And are there any additional resources that could assist you and your business? We received an overwhelming 308 responses to this Members Muster. As seen in this slide, there was a large distribution of responses from across the state. By local government region, the greatest number of responses was received from producers in the Limestone Coast. The next question asked producers to identify the top 3 challenges facing their business. When analysing the feedback, the responses were sorted into 7 broad categories. As identified in this graph, financial and economic factors were identified as the greatest challenges to business operations at 37%. When further analysing this information, these factors were identified as rising costs of production, the imposition of government regulations increasing the cost of compliance, and interest rates. Second to this, the unseasonally dry weather conditions and climatic changes have identified another significant challenge for Livestock SA members at 19%. The lack of rainfall, exacerbated feed shortages and unpredictable weather patterns are all contributing elements to the challenges and had a resulting impact on the financial and economic hardship many producers are facing, with the need to purchase supplementary feed. Question 3 of the survey asked producers to rate the level of impact these challenges are having and how prepared each business was to address these challenges. Livestock SA was able to determine from the responses that the ratings of impact and preparedness for each region. There is minimal variation in the responses as seen in this slide. All regions have significantly felt the impact from the challenges this current season has presented, with scores ranging from 7.57 to 8.88 out of 10. The Limestone Coast region stands out with the highest impact rating of 8.88, followed closely by the Fleurieu and Kangaroo Island regions. The Adelaide Hills, Barossa and Lower Light North regions both recorded the lowest impact rating at 7.57. Preparedness levels had slight variance between regions. However, when compared to the level of impact, it is apparent that the level of preparedness is well below that of the level of impact. The Murray-O'Malley region was the lowest prepared rating of 5.17, suggesting businesses felt less prepared to deal with the challenges the current season presented. Conversely, the Limestone Coast region responded with the highest rate of preparedness with a rating of 6.48, indicating businesses felt relatively more prepared than their counterparts. This was closely followed by the Eyre and Western region, rating their preparedness at 6.43. To understand how producers are managing these challenges, we then asked members what actions have been taken in direct response. Actions Livestock SA members are taking to overcome these challenges were predominantly identified to be around livestock management and diversification at 25%. Destocking, seeking to diversify into other markets, changing flock structures and investing in off-farm enterprises were the main actions undertaken. Secondly, at 22%, feed and fodder management strategies have been implemented, with members buying in and storing feed, grazing roadsides, sowing at different times, reducing inputs into feed, and changing water infrastructure and storage for pasture improvement and water security. When asked what additional resources are required to support business operations, financial support was highlighted as the resource that would be most beneficial. Second to this, 17% of Livestock SA members require more community support and education. For members, they want this in the form of more workshops and ways that information can be implemented on farm, mental health support within the regions, local independent representatives that information can be relayed to, and the development of avenues to upskill employees. Financial resources broadly categorised included support such as tax incentives, subsidies and rebates. 30% of answers in this category directly asked for this assistance. Further responses highlighted required assistance with council rates, grants and rebates, subsidies for fodder, exclusion fencing and NLIS tags. Members have also requested more transparent commodity prices and better supply and demand data, along with greater promotion of our industry and products we produce. Reducing input costs were conveyed as better access to contract cures of all livestock, and this could include desire to direct market our differentiated products. People want reduced input costs and costs of doing business. Cheaper fuel and freight costs were identified, given the notable increase seen over the past 2 years. Community support and education. Many feel that there is a need to further enhance community support and education through existing frameworks, such as ag bureaus. Further support and education is required with work health and safety documents and business workshops, with one respondent highlighting that there is always access to animal health workshops, less about business. Support around mental health was also identified, with it being noted by one producer that the coming next months will be extremely challenging and I fear for the mental well-being of my broader community. More face-to-face discussions and education is needed. Improved communication between politicians, industry representatives and consumers to not only advocate for the livestock industry, but highlight the numerous industry innovations that support a progressive and world-class operating environment was also called for. In response to the current challenges many producers are facing, Livestock SA has enacted and will continue to deliver existing mechanisms to support our members. This slide highlights some of the key work areas Livestock SA is delivering to support members. Supporting a skilled workforce, Livestock SA is committed to supporting a sustainable and resilient workforce within South Australia's agricultural sector. This is done through wool tag, noting that the establishment of this group has set a national precedence, with other states adopting this model to support shearer and wool handler and classer training. We also hold numerous events across the state in the effort to support producers with upskilling and increasing their knowledge on a range of issues. An example of this has been the livestock strategies for the next 100-day workshops that have had industry-leading experts speak on a range of livestock operation techniques, such as nutritional budgeting and early weaning. In order to ease the increasing cost of production, Livestock SA has also partnered with Shell and Perry's Fuel to provide a discount on fuel for members. With Shell, members are able to receive a 7-cent discount per litre when purchasing fuel. When purchasing fuel in bulk, Perry's Fuel distributors will offer Livestock SA members competitive fuel discounts and offers. For anyone who is interested on how to access these discounts, please do not hesitate to speak to Livestock SA or speak further with our membership manager, Hannah Trevelyan. Livestock SA in 2023 to 24 completed 25 submissions ranging on issues such as the Animal Welfare Act in South Australia, the Biosecurity Protection Levy, ending live sheep exports by sea, the Draft Threat Abatement Plan for goats, Ag Land Use Net Zero Sectorial Plan, the National Traceability Strategy, Hydrogen and Renewable Energy Act in South Australia. We acknowledge that each consultation directly relates to the concerns our members continue to outline in our priorities survey, and Livestock SA is committed to ensuring that the voice of livestock production is heard on these important matters. Livestock SA also currently manages the Ag Resilience program that assists farm businesses in developing their business, social and environmental resilience. This project is a part of the Farm Business Resilience program, which is jointly funded by the Commonwealth and state government. This program offers producers 3 face-to-face workshops, 4 hours of one-on-one consulting with the facilitator, $3,500 worth of subject matter expert consulting, and the development of a resilience roadmap. The program is currently looking for interested businesses who would like to participate, and if this sounds like something of interest to you, please do not hesitate to visit Livestock SA's website where you can register your interest. Demand-driven events and workshops. With the dry conditions felt across South Australia, Livestock SA has held 34 events from Ceduna to Kalangadoo. Some of these events have included managing livestock in challenging times, livestock strategies for the next 100 days, sticky beaks on containment feeding, webinars on early weaning for both cattle and sheep, and red meat connect barbecues. Livestock SA continues to deliver biosecurity extension projects across the state, supporting producers on a range of topics including emergency animal diseases and farm biosecurity planning to assist in the development of strategies to safeguard producer and animal health and well-being. Looking ahead, Livestock SA seeks to support our members through the identified 3 mechanisms. The SA Red Meat and Wool Blueprint 2030. As many of you would be aware, Livestock SA has recently consolidated the sheep, cattle and biosecurity blueprints into a single document to streamline efforts and set industry-wide targets. The SA Red Meat and Wool Blueprint 2030 will be used to drive industry investment for funding, ensuring a productive and profitable South Australian agricultural sector. Launching officially at LambX this year, the new blueprint identifies key priorities areas and gaps for investment, focusing on key issues such as workforce availability, strengthening biosecurity practices, increasing seasonal availability and nutritional value of pasture and conserved feed, and supporting and enhancing animal welfare practices, improving efficiencies and building capacity. Livestock SA continues to build year on year, representing over 3,600 members across the state. In 2024, 88% of the members who voted supported the resolution to adopt a new constitution, changing Livestock SA's corporate structure and moving to industry best practice governance. We continue to support our members by working with peak industry councils and PPSA to influence issues at a state, national and international level. In doing so, the Livestock SA team has expanded to 7 staff, each dedicated to delivering meaningful outcomes and ensuring the livestock industry's voice is heard. Livestock SA seeks to continue this momentum, utilising information provided by our members to identify key areas of development and growth in the new annual operating plan. Strengthening policy and advocacy support. It is important that in order to support grassroots messaging and advocacy at government levels, Livestock SA has structures in place that directly connect members while understanding the broader industry. As such, in the coming months, Livestock SA will seek to implement a new committee structure that better focuses on our policy and advocacy work. It is crucial that we have strong engagement with our members on key issues, and as such, if you are interested in having a direct input on matters such as animal welfare reforms, pest and weed management, biosecurity and government policy decisions such as banning live export, please do not hesitate to contact Livestock SA on how you can become involved. This concludes the presentation on the 2020 Members Muster on challenges experienced by you and your business. If you have any further questions or wish to speak to a Livestock SA representative, please do not hesitate to reach out.